Hey guys! You may have noticed this video is a little different from our others. This one is going to cover how and why you can still create great vlogs without being on camera. For many creators, the thing that puts them off vlogging is the idea that they have to be in front of the camera. Of course, it is possible to overcome this fear. The more you do it, the easier and more natural it will become for you. But this is not the only option. There are alternative ways you can make great vlogs. So, should we get into it? The first thing to acknowledge is that vlogs are not all about performance. The things that matter are your personality and content, which can come through just as strongly to an audience without you being on camera. So it is possible to be successful on YouTube or any platform you choose without showing your face. Let's get into a few tips and tricks on how you can produce great content without having to be in shot. Personality can come across just as well when you're using a voiceover instead of primary camera footage. You can play with different tones of voice to set different moods within your video. You can highlight bits of information or accentuate part of a tale with differing emphasis on words or phrases. Playing with the tone and style of your voice is a powerful tool when you're not showing your face to an audience, and you can still come across as friendly and personal when you are just communicating through audio. Think about successful radio DJs. They convey their uniqueness and warmth just as effectively as television presenters do, just by speaking through a microphone. The audience grows to be familiar with their tone of voice and expressions, and this familiarity keeps them coming back for more. Okay, so you have a voice, but you can't just pair this with a blank screen, as that isn't going to engage anyone. So how do you couple your voice with footage that is not of you? Let's see. Now, the ordinary video footage that you shoot when you turn a camera on and record yourself for any film or video project is known as A-roll. You don't actually have to show this bit in a video. This is because you can replace it with what's known as B-roll. B-roll is the cutaway footage that supplements A-roll. It can add visual interest, provide context for your video, and help you tell your story. You can use B-roll as a substitute, shooting footage that sets the tone of your video and establishes a sort of setting or portrayal of character, making it more appealing and enjoyable for your viewers. You can chop and change this B-roll more than you can with primary camera footage. This is because it can seem much more natural to transition between different pieces of footage than it would breaking up one longer piece. These changing clips can be used to help explain your content better, and interest can be added with different angled shots and scenery. Don't discount A-roll altogether though. Of course, there are benefits of showing your face on camera, such as body language and familiarity, but you can develop a style and voice through consistent videos made up of B-roll that can be just as effective. Personality can be shown in ways other than a visual person. We're going to throw in an interesting fact here as we're on the subject of visuals. Did you know that sound quality is just as important, if not more important, than picture quality in a video? If a video has a crisp image but bad audio, it's so difficult to continue watching it. It's like our brains just can't handle it. Humans will almost always choose a lower visual quality video with a clear and audible sound over a video with bad sound but good image quality. So, however you choose to shoot your video, always make sure the audio is good. Overlays are another useful tool which can bring engagement and interest to a video as an alternative method to A-roll. By overlays, we mean things like moving text, animated transitions, filters, or images. These are easily applied to a video in the editing process and, like B-roll, can enhance your storytelling, creating the right effect digitally, making your video more appealing to viewers. If you're demonstrating something technical in a vlog, or you're hoping to explain something creative on a device, another great technique you can use is screen recordings. Recording your screen as you go through the motions of whatever it is you're showing is another form of B-roll that you can include in a vlog. This footage can be just as effective as a vlog made of A-roll. In fact, sometimes it can be more effective, depending on the subject of your video and its aim. Your story, your content, and your personality really can be shown in a vlog without the need to be on camera if you don't want to be. If you use a mixture of voice, B-roll, and overlays, you can portray a sense of personality and enhance your content in a meaningful and engaging way. Using these techniques consistently will help you to establish a style and familiarity that people will want to watch. You can grow an audience and a following just as effectively with these methods, as you can with the more widely used vlogging style of being in front of the camera yourself. Lots of businesses, content creators, and other video makers have successful channels where they don't always show themselves in their vlogs, yet they produce really good and enjoyable content. So, if you're a little camera shy, these are some ways you can make a successful vlog without staring down a lens. And even if you are willing to try being on camera, these features are great to include in any kind of video. If you found this video interesting and would like to learn more about video content creation, check out the other videos on our channel or our website linked in the description box below. Good luck and happy vlogging!